Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I am Gibbo the Shaman, and today we are talking about the Sun in Libra in the 7th house for Aries ascendants. So if you're an Aries ascendant and your Sun is in the 7th house in Libra, then stick around for this video. So before we get into like the meanings of the nuances of this placement, we need to understand the basics. So I'll be explaining like the house, what the house means, the sign, what that means, and also what the sun means. So the sun, what is the sun? The sun is ego. The sun is the soul. The sun is the father, government, authority, royalty, things like that. And then we have the sun is also creativity, like creative expression and fun, play, all those things. The sun sustains life. We have to have a leader or rules or authority to sustain life. So the sun is that, but it's also fun, play, creativity, things like that. So sun in the 7th house. So what is 7th house? The 7th house is the sign of marriage, the house of marriage, the house of business partnership of any kind with like legal contracts and things like that. When you're doing business with someone, that's a contract, that's a partnership. All right, so 7th house is marriage and partnerships, and it's other people. The seventh house is like basically kind of gives the impression of what your spouse is going to be like. So then now we have Libra in here, and what is Libra? Libra, similar to the 7th house, Libra is all about it's about partnerships, equality, things like that. All right, 7th house. So Libra is also it's ruled by Venus, so it's controlled by Venus, ruled by Venus. And in a man's chart, Venus is representative of his wife. So if you're a man, you're going to look at Venus's placement in your chart. If you're a woman, you're going to look at Mars or Jupiter. Typically, it's Mars, though. And then, check out where Venus is going to be placed, because that's naturally your ruler of the 7th house of Libra is Venus. And so you would check that where that's placed. That'll give you some more details on this position. So then, regarding the sun in the 7th house in Libra, as I've said in plenty of my previous videos, sun tends to singe wherever it is. So if it's your 1st house, that'll be your personality, your view on the world, your physical body might be burnt out, things like that. When it's in the 7th house, the sun naturally, remember, like, the sun is the sign of rulership, leadership, authority, governance. So that means that your partner is going to be your king, your ruler. And it'll be very much that type of relationship, that aspect. So when we have sun in the 7th house, we're dealing with a spouse that's very controlling, very just takes charge and takes leadership, takes authority. And when you have that in your 7th house, this is kind of like taking your own willpower or your own free will kind of thing, and it's not allowing you to use that for yourself, make your own decisions and things like that. So we'll say seventh house, sun in seventh house, or sun in Libra, is always going to be debilitated. So this is the debilitation sign of the sun, because sun is naturally exalted in Aries, so the opposite sign of that is Libra, and so that's his debilitation point. So you do have a debilitated sun, which means that it's going to be weaker. Like, you might have like a hard time with health issues and things like that. Things like that. So, and your spouse, like I said, would, be like a authority figure in your life. Be a, kind of a, just very controlling, very, one-sided, not looking after your best interest, but instead taking their own initiative to decide what's best for you guys. So, that said, it's not a very pleasant sign, although there are remedies, there are fixes for this, and we can work together. If you want to become my client, I will help you with this. And typically a mantra to your Dharma Devata is what I recommend. And if you don't know what that is, then please book an astrology reading. You can go to gebotheshaman.com for an astrology reading, and I will share your personalized mantra and ritual for you. And when I say that, a lot of times people think, oh, he's just trying to scam me for money, or that I'm just gonna give you a random mantra. No, I look into your chart. I look into the planets that want to help you, want to bless you, want to give you good things, the planets that are powerful in your chart, and I select those as the ones that you do your mantra to. So if you don't know how to do that for yourself, I would recommend getting a astrology reading from me. So just saying, like gebotheshaman.com. And then next we have some signs, when the sun is in Libra, we have the sun, which is a authoritative royalty, leadership, government planet, in the sign of other people, or like balance with, like, Libra is naturally the sign of being like an ambassador, or like a someone who makes peace between countries, things like that. So when we have this placement, it's kind of like one where like our spouse has the power. So it's in essence that your spouse can actually be really like a peacemaker, really kind and thoughtful of what's best for everyone. That's the natural Libra. Keeping things in balance, keeping things fair, keeping things orderly, things like that. And but with this sun here, it doesn't mean that you're going to have a failed marriage or things like that. It just means that your spouse might have some controlling issues, or have a strong personality or things like that. So that's all that means. Alright guys, so let me see what time it is. And we are good. So yeah, like I said, if you want to get an astrology reading from me, go ahead and go to gebotheshaman.com. The links are below in the description. And I offer like a cheap reading, not really cheap, but like inexpensive for what it is. I mean, so if you want a 1 hour consultation with me, that's going to be a little bit more expensive than just the plain reading. However, the reading is pretty inexpensive, so that opens up opportunities for a lot of people to go over there and get one. Alright guys, so again, I also offer this program, 12-step codependence program, and that's going to be, yeah, that's already live on my Patreon, so if you want to join there, you can gladly do that. And yeah, I have, Qigong courses and things like that, and astrology certification course. That's something that I don't often promote, is my courses and my, things like that. So I have a astrology certification course, and that is going to be on gebotheshaman.com. You can go there and check it out. Alright guys, so that sounds good, and we will talk to you next time. Peace. Take care guys.